second here. Okay, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Let's just turn you up a little bit here. Okay. Okay, second, sorry. So I'm just setting up. Okay, do you have like a replay code? I don't know, you might have sent me one, but I'm not sure. Yeah, you did, okay. You still want to look over the same ones, or,
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Speak deaf, okay. It's okay. Alright, let's get your replay codes into here. I'm just gonna ask you a few questions before we get into this, okay?
Okay.
Second, let's get that. I'm not gonna look at your stomp, by the way, because I feel like, yeah, that's a little bit harder to just, like, see your errors if you're really just stomping, you know?
Yeah.
So, let's see. Okay, let me get our questions out for you. So, I'm gonna assume you said you're playing Genji, or are you playing something else?
Yeah, I tried to play only Genji for these.
So, in this case, it's Billy Kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What rank are you right now?
I think these were placements, but I was around gold like 2 and 3.
Okay, 2, 3. Do you have like a specific goal in Overwatch, whether it be rank or just like general improvement?
Just general improvement.
Just general improvement.
Genji specific. Well, not Genji, but like just yeah.
No, just generally getting better at Overwatch. Yeah. You don't have like a specific rank, I guess.
No, not really.
Okay. Any main struggles that you think that you have in game?
For in general, I find myself like being too aggressive a lot, and like for Genji specifically, I use my cooldowns wrong, and I go in when I like shouldn't. I noticed that.
Okay. Going in when you're not supposed to. Okay. And you only play Genji, like you said? I mean, I'm guessing you play other DPSs as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you gotten any previous coaching? Do you watch any like educational videos, something like that?
I've watched a few educational stuff here and there, like I forget the name. I think it was like Harmless Poke or something. I
Harmless
watched a few
Poke,
videos
okay.
on-
Do you play like every day, or is it sort of like a every once in a while? Like, do you try to like get some consistent play in?
Yeah. I don't really do like warm-ups or anything though.
Okay. No warm-ups, but you play every day. Do you do like long sessions? I don't know, like 2 hours, something like that.
It varies, but usually like an hour or two.
An hour or two, just specifically comp, I'm guessing, right? Okay, and I mean, you know, I'll skip over this question for now. Okay. Okay, actually, you know what? I'll still ask you this one. Do you think you're aware of your team and where your enemy team is when you're like going in, and do you feel like aware of your decisions when you're like doing the plays that you want to do?
Sometimes I'm aware of it, yeah, but a lot of times I'll like go in just like I don't know, off like instinct or something, or like I think it's the right move and it's not.
Okay. Yeah, not that. That's okay. That's with Genji. That's gonna be kind of, I guess, a regular learning thing, right? I mean, I've put in the hours for Genji, so I've definitely, you know, felt the instinct drive where you just see somebody and you want to kill him, right? But yeah, we can get into it now. Sorry, what was that?
This game I struggled a lot against the Winston. He kept like pressuring me.
Okay. Well, we'll see about that, right? We'll see what alternatives we could do, because like, don't get me wrong, playing into counters does suck, but it doesn't mean that it's like unwinnable, right?
Yeah.
Well, off to, you know, what start you said, so straight off the bat, you could have just not dashed there. Why I say that is because here it can reload. Sorry, every time it keeps changing it for some reason. I change it to 10 and then it just tells me to go fuck myself, but it's okay. So here, let's see. So you do try to duel the. You basically end up being like the first one to feed on your team while nobody's there. So go here.
Just the Rhine on the front. I see that.
Yeah. Honestly speaking to you. Hold on, let's go back here and see. So the way I play against Genjis, personally speaking, and obviously I can give you way more coaching because I've been coaching a lot of other people who aren't like Genji main specifically. But like my personal tip here is like you backed up, right? And you see you dash. And right after you dash, he's like, oh shit, you don't have your only escape option.
Yeah.
He jumps you. So just straight off the bat, like you should have just waited. Like you could have, I think here, right about here, even prior to you jumping. Like you duel him. You finally, okay, yeah, and then you panic, okay. So
yeah, I think maybe I could have like climbed back up onto the high ground on the other side. Maybe, I don't know.
you can juke him, you know, like you can either juke him or you can just wait for him to jump and then dash. Sometimes what I'll do, for example, is if he jumps you, right, he's jumping like, you know, like you see my mouse right here. Yeah. So if he's jumping you, like, because we see he jumps you like in this sort of trajectory where he goes like from this point and then goes to here to bounce on you, like from here to here. You can just jump the opposite way and just jump, like dash towards him, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
even prior to that, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think you spent too much time dueling him. Because here you're just fighting him, and you just like, I get that it's, you do want to like scare him off, but it's not a fight that you're gonna win, right? So it's like, you continuing to duel him is like probably the worst choice you could have made here. I would have said like just gone here, you know, like I wouldn't go for a Winston unless he's focusing on somebody else. So if you see him on your Kiriko and you want to peel a little bit for her, that's fine, but just trying to duel a Winston, you're not going to win that, right? So you're better off just going here. Look, your tank is over here, your Moira's over here. You would have been between 1 heal, 2 heals, right? So dueling the Winston in this case, you just let him win the high ground. Don't fight him for it. So we're gonna go next. Oh, it's still on the speed. So I'm gonna try to obviously assess your bigger issues and like the, you know, like repeated mistakes. I'm not gonna try to point out the smaller things like mechanics or like, I guess you could have aimed better here because, you know, like you said, you find that you don't feel like you dash into the right places, right? Or you just do it based on instincts. And we want you just getting, at least putting yourself into a position where you can succeed. Because when you get used to those positions where you can succeed, that's when, like, okay, maybe sometimes you'll fail mechanically, but at the very least you'll... This is good. I like the original idea here. I think you're gonna get chased down and bullied. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I love the original idea here. Hold on. So let's see, let's go back here. Well, let's go a little bit further back, right? Your team's pushing in, you're pushing in here. Team goes in, they're pushing out middle point. So that's horrible, you're poking in, okay. You get poked down, you're low, that's fine, you dash out. Here, you see he's focused on somebody else, and that's good. You see that the Juno is low. It's sad that you miss your shots, and you... But... Whoa. I think you do end up tunnel visioning on her too much here, because... Like, you do your combo, right? And you ran out of things. At that point, you might as well, like here, right? Hold on. We go here, we get her. Hit. Right about even back then. Just like, just back out, you know? It's like...
Yeah.
When you can't get the kill off, this is like one of those situations where, as Genji, if you're not able to assassinate somebody and she's just running away, you might as well just run away, right? It's a little bit, to be honest with you, it's a little bit of a shame that you've used your shift here, because she was not paying attention to you, right? Like, over here, I think you had enough. Oh, just watch it out. She's not looking at you. You hide here, right? She stops paying attention to you. See, she's not even looking at you. You could have just walked up to her, to be honest with you, at this point, because she's not even looking at you here. So you could have just walked up to her, right? Instead of like dashing in immediately, you could have just walked up to her here. And in that case, you might have been able to have dash just to escape, right? But the initial idea, like I said, was good. Just that there's a way you could have played this in a sense where it's like you should be able to escape, right? You want to think of, hey, I'm gonna go in for this kill. Like I said, I like the idea because she's alone. She doesn't have anybody else, right? Kiriko's here. Even he's focused on somebody else, right? And she's not paying attention. But it's just that you end up like overcommitting to the kill and you end up dying for that, right?
Yeah, I think that's probably one of my biggest problems, if not the biggest. I sometimes like tunnel vision too hard, or like just commit everything to a single person when I just shouldn't.
Yeah. That's sometimes a mistake you can end up making, honestly, as Genji quite often. Because you're just like, you see that they're low and you're like, shit, I want to finish off that kill, and then it doesn't happen, right? He's dying here. This guy's running. I hope you're not. Okay, you run away to get past him. Honestly, I feel like you kind of respected him a little bit too much here, right? Because I'm not saying that I did say you can't duel the Winston, right? But he does kind of poke you here, but he hasn't jumped yet again, right? He jumped onto here. And you could have like maybe stayed like here and just gotten rid of his shield for like a little bit, right? But you got the healer here, right? So it's like she's not far away, and you got your tank here. So if he decides to go in, you can like 3v1 him, right?
Yeah.
So it's like for you to dash away here seems a little bit excessive, and you're like giving too much respect to the Winston. Like I get that he's been bullying you the whole time, but over here you see you're poking at like such far distance. You're basically like tickling him.
Yeah.
Half HP. Your team carries you through the fight here a little bit, but I guess you did distract the Winston at the very least. Honestly, okay, just going back here, right? So when you think about like playing, right, you want to get as much value as you can, right? You want to feel like the carry more or less. Here, you poking. I like the fact that you want to get rid of the shield. Honestly speaking, here. Do you have dash here? You do. And you're full HP. You poke him, Again, this is what you could have done same thing that you did on the beginning. You could have dashed her this time, right? This time you could have, instead of spending so much time here 1v1ing the Winston, you take that little risk. Even here, right? He jumps you. You dash through him, right? You go towards the Gina.
Oh yeah.
So,
he has no way to like get.
Yeah, now he doesn't have the jump towards you, right? So it's like he's gonna have to slowly walk his way back towards you, right? So it's like if you do see a Winston jumping towards you, there's so many opportunities that you can go for, because that's his only like movement ability, and if you're next to cover, you can make a way out. So in turn, you end up being more or less kind of useless in this fight, because you're mostly just trying to fight this Winston, and you're like tunnel visioning on him.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, we back out. Okay, that's fine. I respect the decision. Okay, we got back down. Okay, so you're getting ready to flank. That's great. Oh. What was that?
I missed the dash really bad on the Kirika.
Yeah. Hold on. So, I was gonna say I'm not gonna comment on mechanics, but honestly, even from here, right? This was the original idea was nice, but here I got this guy over here. Let's just pay attention to where your team is, right? This guy's isolated. You got 3 people in the back here fighting one Winston, and you got just him and him. Okay, so an ult wasn't necessary because we only have her, and him here. The other guys that okay. No, actually, you know, an ult could have been good here. Honestly speaking to you from here, from right about here. The reason you don't you end up killing him, I feel, is partially even like at that point this guy's all alone, right? His supports aren't looking at him and he's all alone because you went for the flank, right? So that means you were expecting somebody to come in out of the spawn, right? And you saw the Bastion and you were like, okay, well, that's a kill worth taking, right? So at that point, like here. And he's not paying attention to you either, right? Like, he only starts paying attention to you, see, you shoot at him, and then he turns around to you, right? Yeah. So it's like, at that point, just do the left click, dash in immediately, and like, do your right click shurikens, right? You hit him with the shotgun, because you staying at this distance here, you get down to 10 HP doing all that, right? Whereas like, you could have just been like a little bit closer to him here. And like just jumping over his head or something like that, right? Because like looking up on Bastion is not gonna be easy, right? Anyway, you do end up surviving here with 10 HP. I do see, okay, and you dash out, so that was the correct decision. You could have even ulted there, to be honest with you, because then you could have gotten actually not on him, not at 10 HP, but had you played that like correctly, you could have you could have ulted afterwards. Okay, hit the combo on him. Ooh. Oh, and then you miss the dash and yeah, okay. So straight from the back here. Go here. I like that you immediately think, okay, I'm gonna go from the side, right? This guy's still not looking at you, right? So you're like, you're giving these people who aren't looking at you time to react to you. Because you shooting at them when they're not looking at you, right? That just means you're like, because look at it from his perspective, right? He's not looking at you here.
Yeah.
You're basically just alerting him. And you're saying like, hey, look at me, right? He's not looking at you, you shoot him, and then he immediately starts looking at you. So it's like, you could have just walked up a little bit, hit him with a right click and finished him off even sooner, right? So these are the kind of like chains that, like, don't get me wrong, you still hit a very nice combo on him and that was good. And the rest I'm not gonna comment on the mechanics here. the mechanics here. But you know, like the turn of like, you know, it's like it's like a stepping still, right? It's like, sorry, it's the more of like, I guess, a domino effect where it's like, had you maybe killed him earlier, you could have like possibly like just gotten away with more there. I'm not particularly sure if Kiriko would have been the best targeting choice because, you know, she could have just teleported or Suzu'd away. But that's not too bad. Yeah. See, this time you dash through the Winston, so that's nice. Around. Okay, so you do understand flanking. You keep doing it. That's good. That's good. In this case, okay, we hit it. Nice. You hit a good flank. Nobody's paying attention to you. Okay. And oh, rip. Okay, the other. Honestly speaking to you right here, right? Right here, while your team's just like... You just won the fight, right? So you're like pushing in, you're pushing in. I'd say... Instead of just sitting up here, right? And just like waiting for something to happen. You know, just push in. Just push in, you know, see what's up, right? Because you're a shotgun character, right, as Genji? So it's like, you kind of want to get up close and like see what's up. So you got two people here. You got them coming up, but that's okay. You know, two people. Maybe you shoot one or two right clicks. And if they decide to push onto you, maybe he wastes a bit of resources, right? Like maybe a bubble, maybe he jumps on top of you. Just dash back, right? You got all 5 people here. They still have people coming back. So it's like, get yourself set up for the next fight, right?
Yeah.
Maybe try to waste the resources even prior to the fight.
Yeah, I feel like I do that a lot too, where I sometimes like right after like a fight we win, and I just kind of like sit on like the, I don't know, like the payload or something and just kind of wait for something to happen again.
Yeah. You don't need to like fully commit to it, right? Nobody's like forcing you to stay like right in their faces, right? But it's like you can get some value just going up to their faces a little bit, scouting out to see what's going on, and just, you know, dashing away when you need to. But it's like, yeah, sitting on the payload or like sitting on like the high ground as like a far range character, you know, it's like you kind of want to play him a little bit like Reaper, where you do want to like, even if you didn't decide to like scout them, right, and like wait for them to come up here, could have just waited like down here or even like up here, right? You want to get like as close to the window as possible, so when they do eventually turn, like jump out or like start peeking through the window, you're right here, right? So it's like, this is a pretty good spot. This is like one of my favorite spots on this in this map. But generally speaking, it's like you want to be like right next to the thing where like they don't see you, and the second that they do pop out from here, right, they're not going to immediately look like here, right? So it's like they're going to look here, they're going to see somebody's here, maybe somebody's here on the payload, but they're not going to see you right here, right? So it's like, that's the kind of positioning that you should kind of get yourself like accustomed to. You don't want to play like far range. So I'm sorry, let's just go back to watching how this fight goes. So it's like, you know, in this case, you could have like possibly secured yourself to kills. You hit the right clicks. Ooh, the Marla's chasing me. Oh, I end up dying. So see, you came from a very predictable angle, right? Yeah, you came from a very predictable angle. This guy had time to like look at you, right? Because you're like, you want to cosplay the ninja, right? He saw you walking towards him. It's like at that point it's too obvious. You want to be a ninja, right? You're playing a ninja, you want to be a ninja. I mean, don't get me wrong, every flanker is basically in turn a ninja, but you've got it, right? Like you could have just been waiting here instead of like sitting up here, and like instead of him noticing you, you could have just waited a second for him to like turn towards somebody else. And instead, here, in this case, he turns around, right? Gets through the window. I need siege. Oh, look at this guy. This guy's right here. So it's like you just want to play on like their blind side, right? You do get the kill here, which is nice. And then here you go for him, and she just teleports away. She goes for you, and then let's see here if we could have played that any better from there. She just chases after you and just kills you. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. From here, let's see what we could have done better right here. Right after we kill the Bastion, right? Here we kill the Bastion, right? The guy helps you, and you see the next isolated target. Yeah, no, I would just say the very beginning is just setting yourself up here, because otherwise it's fine how you played it. I don't think it was terrible. Maybe you could have kind of just walked into your... Oh, never mind. She dies within 0.2 seconds. Okay, yeah, never mind. Oh, yeah, it's just a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, if you had you set yourself up there correctly, you could have probably, like, gotten a little bit more value.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's some very harsh flicks to hit that. Okay, we get her, and then oh. So I know I said I wasn't gonna comment on the flicks, but he's not moving too erratically. And he's a big guy, right? You're like you got a big flick there and you missed your shot.
Yeah.
But otherwise, let's see. So I do like the fact that you kill him. You do have your dash. Chase go up here, right? And then we have one down. You're the first one to die on your team. You guys here. Got this. He's already died before the fight started. You know, I think you may have greeted a little bit too hard here, because you do get the kill. But nobody's forcing you to, like, you know, keep fighting for the high ground. It is nice that your Ryan is here, but here, let's look at it from your Ryan's perspective, right? So your Ryan is here. Why is it giving me like a third person pop? Or is it because he has his shield up? Okay, yeah. So you dash back up. Oh yeah, hold on. Why does it go so far? You didn't need to dash back up here in this case, because you have your Freya right in the back. The second that it's 4v5, you kind of want to be playing a little bit more safely, right? Just to start with. So you dashing back up here when the enemy team is like going to be pushing up the bot, right? I feel like you just kind of do end up like tunnel visioning in this case, right? Again, where you kind of just... Yeah. And you go away. You go away. Your Kiriko comes to heal you, right? Yeah. And you go away from it, right? So it's like... Okay, so... like, you know, we're getting back to the tunnel visioning problem, but even then, to be honest with you, it's kind of like a cycle here. You have your deflecting if you get the kill, but honestly speaking to you here, right? So it's like, you drop down here, you're at 72 HP. This guy, you're gonna be next to your healers here, right? If I remember correctly. Wait, what the hell? Okay, no, she's right here. Yeah, she's healing you. It's like, give yourself a second before engaging in or doing like that sort of dash. In this case, I'm guessing you were panicked, right? Something like that.
Yeah, probably.
With this guy chasing you. All in all, it's not the worst, but could have been like, you could have just given yourself a second to like heal up a little bit, right? And like try to fight the Winston maybe 1v3, and it's like she jumped over the edge. Oh my god, your team is falling. It flies. You could have engaged a little bit earlier there, but it feels like you're You're, what's her name? Freya's. She's kind of going ham when she doesn't need to, huh? Okay. Okay, so you did set up there to poke at him. See, you went on the edge there. There you go. Look at this. You got her to TP out. Maybe you didn't kill her, but you got her to TP. Oh, okay. Oh, mechanics. Oh. Okay, so you have the right ideas sometimes, right? So you get some parts of the idea, because here, in this case, you set up right. You let this guy poke this guy right. You come up here. Come next to him. Poke him once and you get out. That's good. He's not focused on you. And then you see the Kiriko's here. And you get her to TP out. That's great. Here? Your team... Hold on. I just heard the Bastion ult. This guy's ulting, so... You definitely don't have a Bastion. That's 2 ults from the enemy team. That should already be a signal that you got 2 people ulting on the enemy team. And on your team, you got only you, right, ulting. So it's like, you ulting into a losing fight, going 1v3, is such a, like, lost battle. Because, look, we can turn it around, right? You're going for him. And you go into 3 people. You're lucky that this guy didn't turn around, to be honest with you, because had he turned around, you would have been dead even earlier than that, to be honest with you. But it's like, you don't want to ult in when 2 of the enemies are ulting, and you're the only one with your ult, right? So it's like, you end up like just immediately dying for that, because you're just 1v3 here. And into a Moira Bastion, nonetheless. So it's like, she's got her fade. I would have completely understood had maybe the Moira faded prior to the fight, to be honest with you. Because here, you end up... Hold on. Well, let's look out back here. You go him, you hit him. There, see? And then you lose track of the Moira because she fades away, right? And it's like, that could have been... Like, honestly speaking, even if you got the Moira here, that would have been worth it to some extent. Because that's both of their supports, right? And we got this guy over here, and yeah. Just to start with, like, them doing 2 ults, at that point, you may as well just have gone from here. You see them 2 ults on their enemy team. Here, 2 enemy ults, and them doing that. Like, the initiatives are nice, it's just assessing the situation, right? Yeah, assessing the situation. You might as well just, to be honest with you, you could have just even gone for, what's his name, over here, right? This guy. Instead of, the Kiriko. Oh, sorry, this is the wrong Kiriko. Jesus. This guy over here. Right here. He ults in. Even had you denied this guy's ultimate, and he goes into like a really... An ult for an ult even here, right? An ult for an ult, but you come out with the winning ult, right? So it's like, if you kill this guy, and by the way, he's not flying, right? He's in this shitty ass little tunnel, right? So he's not running away from your blade, right? So it's like, you're going for the 1v3 for the clips, right? But it's like, you may as well just trade it ults and you win the ult here, and then you could possibly go help your teammates with the Winston over here who's isolated. It's fine if you like distract their supports for a bit, but they're so far away from the team, and it's like you just end up costing your teammates their lives, because this guy comes in and they're both using their ults, and see the Winston ends up killing both of your supports, and I guess the Freya as well. Alright. You guys did do a good push there, so you guys do have the advantage, and that's nice. Okay. Okay, you see that he's low and you go for it. That's great. I'm not a fan of going straight into 4 people's face. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, but you do get the help from your Reinhardt, so that's fine. Okay, small criticism here. Just small in this scenario, at least, because you do get a little bit lucky. At that point, you kill this guy, right? Just go around here. Just go around here, right? You don't want to be in front of 2 DPSs, like, looking at you, right? You got 2 people, just go around, you know? You did that earlier in the game where you're flanking, you want to get behind them, right? Here, you go behind them and you're fine. It's fine, you do end up, like, not getting punished too badly here, and your Reinhardt comes in to help. Look at this guy. One for the Bastion. And he wastes his thing. Minute left on clock. Stinging your enemy is okay. That's good. Okay. Did some good dashes here, yeah. Yeah, no, your team just mows them down and uses their ults, so that's fine. I think you guys win from somewhere here, right? I'm guessing they might not make it on point. But they might actually make it on point for at least a little bit. So that was fine because your team is just already like mowing it down, right? And they're already like using their ults, so it's like you might as well just stick with your team and push in. So that's where you did succeed. Where are your backgrounds so far? Okay, here you help your support. Great, great. Okay, we'll go here. Oh, the Kiriko. Okay, you hit that. Okay. So the ending was a little bit better. Okay. So no comment on the ending there, but just a lot of tunnel visioning, right? So it's like you just kind of get stuck on like trying to get a few kills and you end up like...
Yeah, I do that on like every character too, so it's like a really big problem.
Okay, so you do want to get used to just like going in, right? Or like if you're gonna flank, right? You just want to... Hold on, let me see if I can show you an example, right? Real quick before even we review this one, right? So it's like, assuming you're on attack here, right? And you're like pushing in, and let's just say you go, I don't know, whether you climb over here and you see somebody over here, right? You do want to get used to just using your combo, right? Whatever you can. And if you can't get any kills, then it's like, just run, you know? You've used an ability, you've used something, but you don't need to like stick around and like keep fighting them, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you really want to get into that, like in the ninja assassin thing where it's like, if you can't kill them off, you run off, right? And you just try again, right? Oh my god, he's... just this guy spamming that fucking voice line, bro. Holy. Okay. You get them off the high... Ooh, nice deflect. But you get them off the high ground, right? Okay. Here, we get her. I hope you get her. Come on. There you go. I got in here. Set up earlier, man. You got how many people on point? You got 5 people on point, bro. Yeah, like dude, just go up here. Just go up here, you know, like go somewhere. Go scout out, you know. You have the mobility to do that, right? It's like you don't need to be scared. Just go up here. Go see what's up. Go even up here, man. Just see what's up with their team, you know. Go see where people are going, where they're planning to set up, right? Just get into a mental position where it's like, okay, well, like people are here, people are going here, you know, it gives you like a little, even just like taking a second to look at them gives you like a little note just to see like, okay, what's happening, you know. A little bit of a waste of a deflect on that Malga. So now you can't really go in, right, for 3 more seconds here, so you're just going around, we go for the flank. Oh, that could have been so good had you right-clicked and walked up a little bit further. We go back to get healed, so that's good. Okay, we see this guy low. Yeah, low. Okay, we're waiting for this guy. Oh, man. Okay, so small thing for Genji is that nowadays you do have the 150 health pack, right? So it is nice that you do wait for your support to heal you. Maybe you could have just gone down here, you know, grab the health pack. But you staying in this one place for so long, they know that you're there, right? So it's like you got him, you got them off the point, you got the high ground. And then, see, this guy, he knows that you're still here, right? So it's like, you're staying here, and he's like, okay, well, he took me off my high ground, and I'm pretty sure, okay, and then he sees you, so he's like, okay, I'm gonna keep poking you off of there, right? So he goes out on the high ground over here to instinctively, because he's like, well, this is the last time I saw where this guy was, right? So it's like, you staying up there, you're not getting any element of surprise, right? And like, again, you want to be a ninja, you want to surprise him, right? So it's like, change your position. If he expects you to be there, go somewhere else where he doesn't expect you, right? So it's like, and you have the mobility to do it. You can go here, right? And it's like, you could have still gotten healed by her too. And he's going up here, right? But here, let's just, because like, you're kind of just sitting around there on that little point and like, okay, you got it, but then you end up dying. Yeah. So it's like, they're punishing you guys because you went up there and you kind of just sat up there for too long. And it's like, at that point, it's like, just move, you know? Just go somewhere else. Go here, go somewhere where you like... And as he's moving here, and hold on, go back here. As he goes back here, right? And you push him off this point, right? Like, you sitting up here, that's doing you no favors. It's like, it's really not doing any favors by sitting up here. Like, just either jump across here, and then, like, rotate back around, go down, you know, like, try to trick the guy, right? Try to go, like, look, could have went back around here, gotten yourself 150 healing, by the way, nowadays. That's part of the reason why, you know, at first I didn't think that flanker perk was that good, but honestly speaking, nowadays it makes you a little bit more, like, independent, right? So it's like, you can... You don't need to rely on your healers completely, where you can just like kind of just walk back and it's like you're just sitting on here waiting for... And this gives them time to poke out your whole team. Like during the time that you're sitting here and the Juno's just healing only you. Your team is just getting, look, your Maga, their Maga, Sir Epstein over here, 69. He kills iPhone 7 Plus over here. And you're oh my god, it's the same guy, so I'm guessing you're doing it with him. But regardless, is like, your duo gets run down because you're spending so much time just sitting here.
Yeah.
Like, you really want to be independent and, like, trying to get as many, like, free kills as you can. Okay. Nice shot. We get a second kill. Okay, nice. We pop off a little bit. Okay, oh. Nice. A little bit of a early melee there. But, did you run out of ammo there, or is it just like... Wait, hold on. Let's see, we reload here, right? We go for him. I'm not like criticizing this, I'm just like... It's like, well, I don't know if you meant to do the right click melee combo, but... Like, yeah, it just exceeded your time to kill. Just keep spamming right clicks if he's not like that low, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. Like I said, I'm not gonna be nitpicky about it. We're just... This is a small thing. Ooh. Preemptively using it. I mean, I guess it saves your life, but... Oh, that's rough. That is rough. I'm gonna be honest with you, you kind of caused this fight.
Yeah.
Straight up just caused this fight. Dude, look. Over here, right? Just waiting around. Dude, your team's already in there. Your team's already in there, dude. Your team's already in there. This guy's going in. Oh my god, he dies within 0.2 seconds, but it's like, oh god. I mean, at that point, it's like, he's sitting up here. Is doing you again no favors. It's like, you got this, and then you ended up deflecting. And you're still fighting this one guy. It's not like you're out of like anything. It's like, either just go around immediately or just go in, man. And then it's like, instead of like just deciding to go in when your Mauga's ulting and he's like, look, 5 people looking at him. 5 people are looking at him. It's like, just go in, man. Just go in. Nobody, like, this guy's already fighting 5 people. You might as well just help him, right? That said, you decide to like kind of ult a little bit late here. Because you like weren't sure of like what to do. And like, yeah, no, basically wasting your ult. Yeah. You know what I say? It's like one monkey weak, but like, you know, 2 monkeys shrunk together. You know, ever watch like Planet of the Apes? You know, it's like monkeys shrunk together. Just, dude, if you see this guy making a dumb decision, just go help him, man. Just go see him if he can do something with him, right? Unless he's like literally 1v5ing. It's like, ooh. I will say, you have a very frequent habit of using your deflect before you go in, right? So it's like, here, it does keep you up, and you do get like a little bit of like, deflect, I guess, like, stuff sitting here, and like, was it really necessary, you know? Like, do you think like you doing this and like, deflecting him, do you think like that brings any value? Like, we can look at it from here, right? It's like, he has like both of his healers, right, staring at him, so it's like, all this damage he did, look at it, maybe he did half his HP. He's just gonna get healed. Oh, okay, he just runs away, but he doesn't, it's like, he doesn't really gain any, like, he doesn't get anything, like, any punishment out of shooting your deflect in this case, right? And it's like, now you're fighting here, and you can't do anything for at least a little bit, because your deflect is down. Like, see? Right here? Oh my god, right here even. Wait, hold on, what happened there? Oh no, I skipped too far. Right here. Could have gone in for this guy already. Could have pushed up more like forward immediately had your deflect been up, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, you need to save your deflects for when you're actually, you know, like, engage, right? So it's like, you don't want to use your deflect just to like poke back a little bit of damage. You just really want to use it for like when you're actually up in their faces. I mean, unless it saves you and you're like far away and running away, like that's an exception where you do want to keep your deflect, right? But it's like, oh, you almost get that, right? But it's like, see, that's like, it ends up saving you there because you do have your deflect, but you could have done that even earlier. Oh. But here again, you shoot preemptively. Let me look at it from his perspective, right? Right here. He's not looking at you. You shoot, you alert him you alert your position, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, at that distance, you're not gonna one-shot him, right? You're just poking him. It's like, if you see somebody who's not paying attention to you, just give yourself a second to like walk up to him while he's not paying attention. And then once he looks at you, go ahead and go deflect, you know? But it's like, here, you could have gotten more damage on him and maybe even got the kill. Oh, we see a free kill. Oh. Yeah, we get that. That's fine because he is low. Not a fan of going for that Bastion wall, or sorry, that Diva while the Bastion is there, but it works out for you because your team's already winning. Okay, whoa. So you use your deflect preemptively there again, right? And now it's like, you can't go in without your deflect. You're waiting around here 10 seconds waiting for your deflect to come back up. And you can't do it. Oh, and then you go in without your deflect. Oh, does it make it, does it succeed? Does it succeed? Okay, I think it might, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, it works out, it works out. But it's like, had you had your deflect, you know? This one was more okay because you're already up in their faces. But I wouldn't use my Dragon Blade without deflect, to be honest with you. With that, we're up in their faces, that's great. Oh. You're on PC or are you on console right now?
A PC.
Okay, on PC. You may want to look into either getting slower sense because the tracking here is so erratic. I don't know if you're stressing, but you need to, like, she's not moving like crazy, right? So she's like moving like...
I have really low sense. It's like 432 on 800.
800.
So I just I think I like when I'm like panicking, I kind of just like forget about like tracking and stuff, and I just like, kind of do whatever.
Yeah, because like right here it's like you're panicking. You go for his guy on the right, and then you're like, you go here, and you just end up missing all your shots, and you end up getting killed. It's like the everything here, the setup was nice, you know. It's like you got the one kill, and then you had almost the other guy here. It's like aim training might be worth it in this case, right? And it's like just getting yourself used to aiming before you even get into a like. What was that?
I have a question about that. Would I do like Vaxta or should I do like Kovacs or something?
I think Vaxta would be better. I have a few codes I can send to you if you'd like. I can show you them real quick after this replay. But there's I do quite a few Genji drills. There's small things that can help with like different things, right? When it comes to Genji. But just getting yourself like, at least even if you just get yourself used to like aiming. It's like you don't even need to do it for that long, to be honest with you, like 5 to 10 minutes, something like that, just to really get yourself used to, like, just, so it's like, it's like, if you're confident in your aim, right, you wouldn't have felt, like, stressed about that specific fight, right?
Yeah.
So then, let's just see. I wouldn't miss whatever was happening here. Get this guy, doesn't die, she teleports away. This guy's cool. This is just I guess a question of awareness, because I heard him teleport even from your perspective, and I was like, oh, he's gonna start shooting at you from the left, right?
Yeah.
So by this point, hold on, let's go back, right? Because I don't think I saw the entirety. We go back in, we fight. Your Maga's already in here. He dies. Try to go in to finish off what we can, that's fine. Don't get him. And then he teleports here and then, no, it's just a question of awareness. Nothing too crazy, but... In this case, he does surprise you, right? Like, you didn't expect him to be there, and he peeks at you as you get up there. He's isolated, that's fine. End up losing the fight here now. Here, right? Okay. Okay, let's go back. Let's rewind that. So this is a case where, honestly speaking to you, again, you're hanging out in the back here, shooting with like left clicks. You're a shotgun character, right? You sitting here, it's not doing you any favors. It's like you get up here and you're just poking. So it's like, get yourself set up again, right? Just go down here. You could have 1v1 this guy right here, right? Go around. Even if you decided to go up here, right? Get their healers off of the diva, right? Just make them pay attention to you so that like the diva doesn't get healing, right? But you hanging around here for so long, you're just tickling them and like, hold on. Okay, you do have a decent amount of damage, but like, look at how much damage the Junkrat has, like 10k. It's like, you might as well just like, get what you can, right? And just like, get up close to their faces when you can. Because in this case, it's them who end up surprising you and your whole enemy team. Because you've spent so much time just sitting around on this one area when it's like, could have just gone even like a little bit here and like shoot at them from like up here, right? So then it's like both of their supports, right? You want to get to their backline and make sure that like this diva is not getting any healing. So it's like, I think you're spending too much time in this one area. I'm not saying poking is wrong, but if you spend too much time poking in one area, then you're just kind of like, you're not like thinking about what you can be doing, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I want you to use those moments while you're poking to just think, okay, here, how do I get to their backline, right?
That is what makes them superior.
Ready for battle.
You and your guy are looking at each other funny, you know?
3, 2, 1.
Let's see, okay, we're up here.
Incoming. Defend objective A.
See her, that's great. Good, those two shurikens. You do end up winning this fight. But honestly, it could have been one earlier. Could have been one way earlier. Right here, you peek him out. You have your deflect in about 2 seconds. You jump down from this point, right? It's like they're going to be pushing in here, right? So it's like, again, you just want to be a ninja. Just go back here. You had the right idea. You jump on top of this guy's head. You wait maybe for this guy, right, to go in. And right when he goes in, oh, look at that. 2 supports right here. 2 supports right here. You could have killed 8 supports, you know? So it's like, you wanna think about like who you want to prioritize, especially as Genji, as a flanker, like, you know, on run, whatever. You want to think about like who you want to prioritize or who do you want to distract, right? You don't necessarily even need to kill them, right? Because like watch this fight play out, right? You're in front of him, you're shooting at this guy. Just look at them, they're just healing this guy. It takes you so much longer to kill him because they just keep healing him. Looks like they just keep healing him. It's like, had you been... Look, oh my god, your freaking Kiriko's here too! She understands, she understood. She's like, hey, I'm gonna start shooting the supports, and look at that, look at that. She pays attention to him, he pays attention to her. This guy's got no healing, look at this. She doesn't end up dying, but like, look, oh, she gets a kill. But he can't get any healing because he's not, no, okay, he got the kill. Look at that, she can't heal the tank. That's it, right? So it's like, had you been with your Kiriko right here, you could have killed both supports, right? So it's like, you really want to set yourself up where they're not looking. And you did do that last game with like a little bit of flanks. It's just that you want to consistently do that, especially when you got like a over their head sort of like, you know, like high ground. There you do end up killing her later, and yeah, then you guys finish off this guy. But it's like you wanna separate their tank from their supports, right? And just by distracting both of their supports, even if you don't end up killing any of them, they just like, you know, you back out. It just means that for that little period of time, that Doomfist isn't getting healing. And he's being mowed down by your team, right?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Oh. I'm not a big fan of how you set that up, to be honest with you, because I could have been a little bit cleaner here. Hold on, was it here? Was here? Let's just a little bit here also. You see them walking up here, right? You see that they're walking up here, right? So, like,
yeah.
Logically speaking, right? Where do you think they're gonna go? They're either gonna go here or here, right? Right? And it's like...
Yeah.
Like... You know, what were we just talking about? Like, sneaking up on them, right? So it's like, what do? You go directly into their face where they're gonna be looking at, right? So it's like, they turn around and they're already there. So it's like, dude, just go here, go around like this, go wait for, like, hide for like a second, and then go around like this. If not, go here, and like, you see, like, hold on, I'm pretty sure you did notice that, Kiriko, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. You do hear her, though. I hear her footsteps. That's it. So you're going up into their face? Do the ninja, you know? Embody the ninja. You want to really like go from like angles where they're not, like, not towards where they're going, but like just going around them, you know? So we dash in. A little bit risky. In this case, again, like, they're all on the window. It's fine if you poke once, but I think I'm gonna assume you keep doing it right. Okay, no, you go for somebody else. Okay, fine. Oh my god, that's wrong, Genji. Okay, we go for him. No. This is fine. I'm not gonna say anything bad. Yeah, you get the kill because he's all alone and he's using up all his abilities. That's a good recognition. Okay, we're gonna skip to the next fight. Oh, yeah. I think you already know what went wrong right there. Like, I'm not even gonna point that out to you. Dashing straight into their team. I mean, yeah, like, had he been a little bit lower, maybe, but oh, that's okay. That's okay. Just dashing into their enemy team was a very big balls move. It's like, just let him go, man. We got the ult. Okay, so let's find that back here. Like, you going to this window like over and over again, they're gonna expect that, right? And it's
Yeah.
like just go here, man. Go here, go here. Make them pay attention somewhere else, right? You want to divert your like not only okay. So the other part about like that ninja playstyle or that like flanking that like is really important is just the fact that like your whole team is here, right? Like look, you got 2, 3, and is your other teammate dead? Yeah, your other teammate is dead. But regardless, is that you being even up here now in this case while they're in this room, and like even if you just do this, you like wall climb up here, right? That's you distracting them and making them have to pay attention to 2 different angles, right? So it's like you don't want to be in the same like angle as where they're gonna shoot the rest of your team, right? You want to make them divert a little bit, right? Because it's like, oh, you're poking them here, oh, your team is shooting them from here, right? So it's like you doing this like poking from here, it's not really doing you any favors. And it's like, had you already been in this position, you might have been able to kill this guy and like even 2 of their supports just like here. They're pushing out. You see, you're still here. You're still here. Then you go back to the window again. It's like, had you been here? Look, that's free K right there in this case. Because maybe this guy would have pushed up, but guess what? They're gonna be looking for here, not here, right? So it's like you. And by the way, your blade is AoE, right? So you can swing 3 people at once, right? Instead of just 1 person. So it's like just setting yourself up on the right angle. Even if you go like this, and you just like keep poking them from here, it's like you don't want to be in the same angle as your team. And then just, yeah. I don't know, at that point it's just, yeah. You're just fighting for your life here. Okay, let's see. There we go for the jump. Oh, this is gonna surprise you. Nice. That's good, that was good. We back out because we see of course people are looking on us. Let's see what this. A little bit of like over rush there with the fact that they had really low HP to start with. In this case, even right back here, you're on 173 HP, you're getting healed. You don't have your deflect yet, you hear the soldier, and you just go in and you just get mobbed down. Oof. Get healed. No, that doesn't sound unworth it. Like, I've tried that before, going on to get up on top of the soldier, he's just gonna stop shooting, right? So it's like, in this case, had you just stayed up here, and just like, hold on, let me see this Reaper because I just saw him up there and he just teleported. Right as you left, like he leaves. Oh man, they could have helped out your Kiriko right here in this case. So it's like, just, it's fine. Like I said, it's fine if you stay on one area for like a little bit, but don't overstay, of course. But in this case, you could have gotten some value just by staying here, right? Instead of like immediately dashing into 1v4. God, 1v4, yeah. So a little bit, I don't know if you're assuming that like the guy was gonna shoot you, but I guess it's kind of like the last scenario where it's like they're ulting and none of your team is ulting, and you just decide like, hey, I'm gonna go in, right? It's like you hear their ults, and like if you don't hear any of your own teammates' ults, it's like just back out, man. Just play like a little bit more pokey, right? If you challenge him, that's fine if you win this. If you're gonna get punished here, right? Yeah. Okay. Survive it. Wow, what a fight, huh? What a fight! Your whole team gets, like, half of your team gets stomped there. Let's see. So you're dominant carry that. You go in and you kill this guy. Kill this guy, that's great. Okay, so we're gonna run it back a little bit further than that because... Yeah. It's like here you hold on, here you chop in, right, and you just immediately go for the dash and just go in. Pretty sure that Kiriko was low during that fight. Yeah, she was, and you didn't kill her off. At that point, just go up here, right, drop down on them, right, when they're not paying attention. Like, had you just done that instead of being like dashing straight into their face, you might have been able, like here, you're doing it like straight into their face, right? So he saw you do it. It's nice that you do divert their attention, but again, just want to be more, like, slightly more sneaky about it, right? Because then it's like you are making them think like, oh shit, where's he ulting from? It's like, sadly a little bit of a misplay here because you get hyper focused on this guy over here. Could have gone like this guy and this guy. But it's fine.
Times I'll like kind of telegraph my ult with like a dash. It's a terrible habit I have. In fact, in one match, I think Anna told me to like try and like not do that because it was so bad. I kept getting like destroyed. So
yeah, it's like you don't. Again, it's like you just want to be sneaky, man. Just get, like, you could have just gone up here. You know, it's like, and it's like think of it the same way that you would like poke them down, right? But instead you want to ult, right? So instead you go up here, and you just wait for them to come up, and you just ult, right? In this case, like, I guess you could have waited for the Mizuki ult to end because it does heal them, right? So could have just waited for that to end and like finish them up. Yeah. We watched those procedures. Yeah. Remember, you killed the soldier who ults. It's fine because you see, you do get that kill because he's not paying attention to you, right? And this guy wasn't paying attention to you at first too, so you end up killing him. Okay. You do wanna be focusing people who aren't looking at you. And you don't wanna like always try to get their attention. Or if you do try to get their attention, you subvert it, right? And you like trick them, you're like, okay, I'm here, but then you go move up to a different side and you try to see this guy's not paying attention to you, you go for it. He backs up. Kiriko teleports, but he's separated from his team. Oh, she's not paying attention. There you go. Nice. She uses her teleport again. Oh. Okay, this guy wasn't paying attention. Do you get it? Do you get it? Nice. See? That's good. That's good. And you back out because you're seeing like the 1v2. Oh, okay. So this was a success, right? Because you went on a guy who wasn't even looking at you, right? You see how he wasn't looking at you, he's just running away. You're like, oh shit, free kill. Kill this guy. And then I think, yeah, the Kiriko teleports and this Mizuki goes in. Do you have your dash? What do you end up using your dash for? Oh, you're going for... Yeah, no, 1v2, man, just dash out. The original idea was great, but now you're 1v2ing, dude. Just get out of there, you know? It's like you already got your pick. That's already, that's it. That's all you needed to do. That's all you needed to do. Once you're 1v2ing, if it was a 1v1, right, and it was just the Kiriko, go for it, right? But in this case, you're half HP, I think, even prior to that. Like, here. Oh, small thing, by the way. I would say, do you always grab this perk, by the way? The heal deflect perk?
Yeah, usually.
I would say go for the other perk, to be honest with you.
The bleed or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, exactly. That 25 extra bit of damage just helps you secure kills. Because they nerfed the deflect, right, to the point where it's like it's a 10-second cooldown. It used to be an 8-second cooldown. It's not even worth it. And on top of that, everybody got a 30% you know, the healing reduction. Everybody has it now if they damage you, so it's like you're not even healing the full 35 anymore. It's not even worth it at this point. So yeah, here you're 150 for HP, you grab it. Like, yeah, just run. Just run. No need to keep fighting them. Okay, we dash out. We have our ult, we have our ult. Oh man. I'm guessing you guys lose from your ramp. Okay, so just to begin with here, I think just choose a target, man. You turn around. What was that?
Oh, I just said I keep like swapping between like the tank and other people.
Yeah, it's like just think of like who might have used an ability, right? So it's like if you hear the music, you're using his little dash teleport, his little speed up thing, or if you hear Kiriko using a thing, like just go for somebody, right? Pick somebody and then actually shoot them. Especially when you're blading. But yeah, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a few points specifically to focus on, right?
Yeah.
So just like the big major points, right? So okay, being more stealthy, right? Grabbing off angles. You do that sometimes, but you just overcommit to it sometimes, or you just like we saw last game, right? You went from the side of that building on, or was it Esperanza, and then your tank ults, right? And you end up getting some kills, right? So it's like just go on the side sometimes and just try to see what you can do. Try to see who's where and just, you know. So just being more stealthy and off angling. You do understand like difference between main angle and off angle, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so just off angling maybe a little bit more consistently, or when you are on the off angle, you're not far enough in the off angle, right? So it's like earlier we saw you fighting here or like here at like left click range. Just get a little bit closer, right? Try to find an angle where like had you been even over here when like that previous fight was happening, you're a little bit closer, right? I mean, even like here, maybe. I guess this is a little bit more like of an aggro play, but just get like as like the angle where you get cover, but you can just hide or like run away, you know? So it's like plan your escape route. I'm gonna have to give you a little bit more small advice, but the big point being is being more stealthy and just, you know, not telegraphing your ult, for example, right? So that's the number one, is just be more stealthy. Just find ways, you know, like embody the ninja basically, right? Number two, I would say, is target prioritization, right? So sometimes you're doing the right thing by like targeting other DPS because they're like trying to flank. I'm not sure if you're inherently doing that because like you notice that, or is it because you're on the high ground and you're like trying to like control the high ground, but just see who, or like pick targets who might be able, who you might be able to kill, right? So maybe a Baptiste who's not paying attention to you. So it's like target people who are either healers or people who aren't paying attention to you or isolated. And, you know, try to get whatever cooldowns or resources you can get out of them, and then just, if you can't kill them, you run away, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, don't overcommit. In some of these fights, you don't overcommit, but you're not in an angle where you're getting much value. So yeah, okay, so here's number one, target priority. So get yourself in a spot where you can just damage their supports and just don't overcommit to it. So from that, okay, and then two small things: don't use your deflect before you're like going to engage, right? And just aim train. So
Yeah.
so just by that, I think you should be able to do much better, because I see you do have some mechanics, and it's good. It's just that like we see you getting kills when you're like, when you notice these things, like you're like, you know, back here we saw you kill this Reaper who's like specifically not paying attention to you. Here we go here, right? So it's like, yo, let's say like, hold on, what is this? This is okay, that's a little bit too far. Goes back, yeah, okay, because you died here now. So it's like, we do see you getting success when you're actually like pushing people who are not focused on you, and when you're like up close to them, right? So it's like, you want to get up close to these people and just push them into using their abilities, into doing something, right? Because like a lot of the times I see the Mauga here, he's like, okay, I guess he's not playing Mauga here, but on the, at least on the attack side, he's like going in and you're not like helping him, right? Because he has like 4 or 5 people looking at him, and you're just there like kind of in the back poking, right? So it's like, you want to take off like some like pressure off of the tank. That's like a big role of DPS, is just pressuring them to either A, look at you, or B, getting rid of the supports, right? Because even if you're in the back here and you're like damaging their supports, they have a choice. It's like, either do I focus your tank or do I focus you, right? So it's like, if they choose to focus the tank, then it's like, you have free reign, right? You can keep going in there and getting kills, right?
Yeah.
But if not, then you back up, and at the very least, guess what? Your tank gets to do a little bit more damage because they're focusing you. So it's like, when you do see them start to focus you, then you back up, right? So deflecting, and you want to keep your deflect for that, obviously, because your deflect is going to keep you up when you are engaging and taking like pressure off your tank. And yeah, just I would say just aim train sometimes, but you don't have like awful training. It's just that like you want to, or so you don't have awful aim. It's just that you want to be like more calm about it and want to get ready for it.
Yeah, and I feel like my aim is also like really inconsistent. Sometimes it's like spot on. Sometimes it's like really bad.
Well, that's when you want to like learn to like calm aim, and like I can send you a link to a video, but basically speaking, it's like you wanna just like, you can aiming consists of like 2 things, right? It's like where they are and like tracking, and second of all, predicting where they're gonna go, right? So it's like, you do kind of want to get good at also predicting and like just getting used to where they're gonna go. So from there, you kind of just, like, for example, had you just aimed a little bit to the right here, like assuming he wasn't in ray form, right? And you just kept your crosshair on here, and he's like walking towards here, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's kind of like Hanzo in this case, where you're kind of like playing projectile. But just generally speaking, it's just get used to like predicting and tracking as well. And that way you can get like more consistent aim. And obviously just doing some regular aim trainer is going to give you a somewhat more consistent aim. So do you have any questions on the 3 main points that I made?
I don't think so. I think it's it's like really important for me to learn, because I kind of like knew some of these already, but I didn't really like know how to fix it. So
Okay, so the examples I gave you, were they like good? Like do you
yeah,
get
yeah.
like
No,
like
yeah,
if we I were,
they're
if I were
really
to
good.
give you like the same example on a different map, right? Like we have a different map, like would you be able to like go on a side angle where like you do see that, like, you know, like,
Yeah, yeah.
because like you want to like just look for those like close angles, I think, and like just get to the side. I think like I hope that I gave you enough examples where it's like you can kind of like start planning it yourself. Obviously I want you to be creative, of course you can be as creative as you want. Like part of the lovely part about Genji is that you have so many mobility options, right? It's like you have your double jump, you have your wall climb, and you also have a dash, right? So it's like, for example, like if I was like here, right, and you were like to dash into here, right, it's like you can just wall climb to get out, right? But it's like you want to, if you are going to engage on somebody, it's like you gotta plan your escape route, right? And you don't want to overcommit, but it's like you do want to be like up in their face, right? So it's like, for example, Reaper, who let's just say he's he goes in, right, he's like let's just say he teleports like from here to here, right, and then like he's poking your DPS over here, and see he's ray forming out to get into like cover, right? So it's like you kind of just want to apply the same principle. It's like you're kind of like a Reaper in some sense, where you just want to get up close to their face and like burst them down, right? And you do want to keep your shift as like a finisher.
Yeah, that's another thing. I always like use it to kind of engage or start a fight. I don't use it to like end one, and then when it goes wrong, I'm just left with nothing.
Yeah, ideally you don't want to like shift to engage. I'm not gonna lie to you, the higher elo you go, the more you might need to, but you need to do it like smartly. But sometimes you can do it. It's just that like get used to not doing it at first, you know? Get used to not needing to shift to like keep your shift just to escape, right? Get used to that at first. Because you're not gonna get punished that harshly for that. In fact, you're probably gonna succeed more than get punished for that, right? But like at the moment, you have the opportunity to like just be in their back line without needing to like shift it to get up to them, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, get used to just getting into their face without needing to shift, and just like I said, like you said, you can just use your shift to escape if you ever need, right? So 3 main points again: just stealthy, learn who to target, and just don't overcommit. So again, yeah, keeping your shift to escape, or at least if you are gonna use your shift, right, find a way to get out, right? Think about how you're gonna get out if you do shift. Think of like, if shit goes down the fan, right? It's like, how the hell am I gonna get out of this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that clear? Do you think it's gonna work for you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So look, you can tell me how your games go when you do play, and just like let me know if you feel like more confident in that. But if you do have any questions, you know, of course, feel free to ask me.
Yeah.
But it's like,
I think just if you could give me that like calm aim video or whatever you mentioned, and then the Genji drills you use in the custom games.
you said the calming video?
The calm aim video.
Oh, okay, the calm aim. Yeah. I can get you that. Hold on a second. And actually, for the codes here, I can just show you off real quick. So there's a few of them that you can. I don't know if I want to recommend you this one, but this one is just generally just for like one-shot combos, and I guess dashing. This is generally you can just left click here and you can just go in, you practice, you know, one-shotting people like this, and it lets you know, like, I guess dash distance, of course, but it's like, you know, it just lets you practice that, right? Just the one-shot combo. This I don't know if I'd recommend you this right away. I can still send you it, but it's not completely necessary. This is my aim training thing. This is basically like Vaxa, but it just lets you like not have to go against like so many targets at once, and it just lets you like actually just take your time just shooting people, right? You can change the difficulty here by clicking F. So you just kind of just go like this, you know, you practice your aim. So this, I can send you this one. Import code, oh sorry, share code. 42. existing code? Or am I tripping? Copy setting though. Code right here. We're gonna copy that. This is going to be aim training purely. If you want to practice dashing, there's always this. If you want to practice your blade, there's this. But do you want just the do you want the blade trainer as well? This is not necessary, to be honest with you, but this is just a small thing to like practice like how you're dashing, you know. Well, when you're blading, this is just you got like a little course, right? And then you have to like go through the course in like a within the time span of your ult. It's not necessary, I'm gonna be honest with you, but it's just like a small thing. I think that would be I guess this one might be useful. No, you know, we'll just keep you to the aim trainer for now. We'll just keep you to the aim trainer for now. I think that's gonna be the most useful one for you. And then just 1 second, I'm gonna send you the calm aim. This is gonna be this one.
Every guide on aiming is
Yeah, right, this one. Sure. Right here, copy the clipboard right here. So this is good. But just generally getting used to like calm aim, right? And like not overstressing it. But I think anything else you needed? Was it just this and the code, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Yeah, either way, look, you know, get back to me after you get some calm games in. You know, apply my advice. If you want, I can write it down. Otherwise, I'm going to be uploading the video. So if you want to rewatch it and like take in my advice again, you know, you can always rewatch it otherwise. But yeah. Anything else you need? Maybe any questions? Any things that you want me to clarify maybe?
No, I think I understand everything pretty well. It's like very helpful actually, yeah.
Okay. Well, look, get back to me after you put in the games, right? It might take a little bit to get used to it, of course. You're not gonna see success maybe from like the first game because, you know, you're gonna have to break out of the bad habits, right? So it's like,
yeah,
just get used to like the play style and you know, just get back to me from there. Tell me how it goes for you.
All right.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, of course, no problem. All right, you take care now.